right, boys, we are back in another episode presented to you by Monologue Studios, where football nutmegs the nonsense. So, speaking of some of the nutmegs, so of course, most of our FPL got nutmeg lah.
Oh, I did well. I did well.
You did well,
I did
Bagero,
well.
wait, bad lah, wait,
I
last
did
week.
the free hit chip because the lower teams had a better what do you call that
Yeah.
percentage,
They
like
had percentage, better
Brentford.
percentage.
Yeah, and
Well,
then what else? Who played? Brentford, then Brighton.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I was bad, man, last week, over the weekend.
yeah.
But okay, my midweek so far is okay.
I got almost
Midweek,
80
Yeah,
points, man.
midweek could have been
midweek,
better. Could have been better.
Yeah, so my last week got nutmeg lah. Not just us, not just me lah. I think some of our bunch of friends as well lah. All got nutmeg lah.
Well, Haaland didn't turn up.
Yeah,
Exactly. He didn't
yeah.
turn up. Yeah, it's just shocking lah. So that's us getting some of us getting nutmeg in the FPL. But of course, speaking of some of the nonsense, I mean not entirely nonsense lah. So we had Liverpool getting back to winning ways after
Baru, yeah.
yes. I mean, yeah. Finally, they get a win, right? But
Yeah, they just
Salah
get
gets
a win.
Salah gets benched.
Good.
Yep.
First time, full game bench, man. So
I think it's clear cut lah. I think basically it's either Salah or everyone else lah.
everyone else.
Everyone else
Well,
lah. Everyone
I
else.
think, or maybe Slot here's our pot, man, because we were questioning about his ego,
So,
right?
Yeah, so
Playing
not
people that are non-performing.
yeah, so not entirely sound of silence, so they are hearing lah. So a question to the fans as well, right? Whether is this a new beginning of whereby the end of Salah to be starting? Let's find out, right? We are yet to find out. And with that having said, not just Liverpool, obviously we had a very dramatic game, if I'm being honest, between Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah, good game.
Very, very dramatic. Yeah.
Good
So
game.
and I've got comments to share as well on that part. Yeah. So I had a fellow Arsenal fan, not Kugan. Of course, we are missing Kugan and Kevin, respectively, Arsenal and Liverpool supporters. Yeah, who was unable to join the pod for obvious reasons. Hey, Palace. So finally, United ends their home run, their home win run, something like that. Yeah. So, but of course, there are lots of talking points there. So stay tuned. We are getting to that part. What a win, man, by Newcastle over the weekend. It's a big win, very big win.
Yep.
Dan Burn is in the score sheet, I think. Was he in the score sheet or was he assisted? I think he assisted. I think he assisted. Something like that. Yeah. Not bad lah. Not bad at all, right? So, but of course, as we are recording this, we are in the midweek
game.
So of course we also will be covering a shocking draw between Newcastle and Spurs. Yeah. So they drew.
Very shocking, huh?
Yeah. That is shocking, man. I'm considering a lot of games coming up. Tight games and all coming up in week in, week out, right? So of course, let's get started, man. Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Now, Kuhan, tell us what did you make of the game before I kind of cover some comments that I received from a fellow friend of mine. Maybe you.
I mean, the one which I noticed was how they tactically they started after the red card. So that was incredible. They didn't just put the low block and everything. They maintained their three forwards on top, making sure that Arsenal don't commit a lot of men coming in. So for me, that was something really new tactically I've never seen before, which was impressive. And I think Arsenal had a tough game. I think they should be delighted with a draw.
Okay.
That's how I saw it. I saw the game.
Shariff, yourself, you had any points on that? You think?
I think I kind of agree with Kuhan as well. I think if you guys remember, I was saying also as well when Liverpool with Arsenal, right? And MU with Arsenal as well, right? Arsenal looks a little bit how do I say, not brave enough when they are meeting with their bigger rivals, right?
Yes, they're scared. They don't want to lose.
Yeah, exactly. They are afraid of losing. They are afraid of losing. And and that is why I always thought that Liverpool could win with Arsenal, right? And
Mm-hmm.
good thing Chelsea proved that maybe during the weekend, right? And I agree with the 10 men. They did not sit back. They did not play. They did not succumb to pressure. I think Enzo Maresca knows how to contain the build up from back, right? From Arsenal itself, and I agree. The thing is that if you press high enough with their back line,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
they kind of be a little bit nervous and then try to being a little bit direct, right? And I also see Chelsea also not putting up silly faults, right? Because they are
Mm-hmm.
also Arsenal also knows about the set piece taking FC and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But now people are
Mm-hmm.
saying the other team MU is the set piece taking, but let's see how.
Every team is good in set
Every
piece now.
in time
Exactly.
in in time everything becomes set piece FC, yeah.
Everybody becomes set
Every
piece.
team.
Yeah,
They follow the trend lah. But
correct.
I think the player which stand out for me was Rhys James. Actually, he was
Oh
amazing. I
yes,
mean, the
yes, he was
longest
amazing.
time. I mean, I think he's back lah to about like 3 seasons ago when he was injured and he was missing and
Yeah,
everything.
I think
I
So
agree.
injuries
I
yeah,
got the
agree.
better of him lah.
If
Injuries got the
if
better of him.
I think that's what you get with Rhys James compared to Gusto, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's
Gasto also
only
played.
yeah,
Gasto
I
also
know
played.
Gusto,
Yep.
but the engine was Rhys James. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I think
yes,
Rhys
yes.
James. That's how the right wing back or winger back plays, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you could see he like, how do I say, compensate the less one man lesser, right? So
Yep.
I I hope that Chelsea could keep Reece James fit, right?
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could see Chelsea struggle when Reece James is not fit enough. But for me, the eye catching is Estevao. I mean, where this guy came from, man?
Agreed.
Estevao.
Agreed.
I mean, how? I mean, I know there is certain potential, and it's always risky to get young North or South American
mm-hmm.
football in and to to learn the language, to learn the culture in English. But you could see he keep on improving game by game, and
Mm-hmm.
now it seems the other winger, which is fellow Garnacho, couldn't get his place.
He is.
Yeah.
Sad, but nothing new, or probably it's more of kind of like expected lah, if I dare say that for Garnacho, right? Yeah, coming from a team that he was a regular starter, and sorry, man, you sit down first.
That
So
that is
yeah,
also a reality check, right? I mean,
yeah,
the standard of the players that Man United
true.
have and Chelsea have, right? So people always
Yep.
say that we have world class players, we have potential players, but when
Mm-hmm.
these players goes to PL
Mm-hmm.
Premier League, right? You could
Yep.
see the standard where they are. They are either the
Yep.
bench or the reserve, right? So yeah.
I agree. I agree. So,
The,
but
well,
yeah.
I want to add another point actually. I think this is
Mm-hmm.
a game where Arsenal missed their top forward, top striker.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
These are the games that actually you need a striker which is in the box like Gyökeres and to we pump in the ball to hit the ball. That's why Chelsea could easily contain Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
in this match actually. I mean Marino is not a striker, so he can drop by and play other things. All they want
Mm-hmm.
their what is this inside forwards to
Yeah.
Saka, Martinelli to attack and everything. But you
Yep.
need a
false
striker
nine.
at
Yeah.
this particular game actually. This is what will win you the game. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is what they miss Arsenal in that sense. I mean, to say Chelsea was brilliant because they were simply brilliant. Yeah, with 10 men they were brilliant. But then it's also uh, compounded with the fact
Mm-hmm.
that Arsenal didn't had the top striker to occupy the central defenders actually.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I saw the game.
I agree. I agree. But coming from a fan lah, this was offline lah. We spoke about it, right? So his view on it was right. But again, before I share a bit of his views, to the best I can remember what he shared, right, where he felt um Arsenal was kind of set up to lose that game.
Why?
Oh, wow.
The referee. It was a lot of no. It was okay. So what he brought up was in the first half itself, there were already 4 yellow cards, 5 in total.
Mm.
There were 5 yellow cards, right? And of course, there were a number of tackles and elbows and all that he brought up. That it was a clear sort of like yellow. It should be carded, right? It wasn't. So there were a few moments he mentioned in that game as well. That
I
the
mean,
game,
we have this problem, this yellow card problem. There's too much
Yep.
of foul giving. This is since MU glory days, lah. MU
I
has
mean,
been
World Cup
benefited
as
from
well.
it and everything. All the time is happening. The inconsistency of refereeing is apparent in the Premier League.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
was.
it's
It
I
was
really don't know what to say. So it's
exactly,
like
and
it's like
also yeah, go on, Kuhan.
it's like the referee wants to be part of the the
Yeah.
main actors in the game and all that.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I feel lah.
which is true. And yeah, so he was saying that a bunch of moments in that game lah, where he did mention that it seemed like as if the game was set up for Chelsea to win based on refereeing decisions. That's how he felt. Or perhaps of course, getting a draw was an okay result lah.
Not for Arsenal.
Probably not for Arsenal, right? But of
Yeah,
course,
not for Arsenal.
but of course, my take on it was I did say to him, well, it's better than you get a point rather than going back, empty-handed. So at least you got at least 1 point. So they still remain, still remain unbeaten lah. Still remain unbeaten. So on that note, I think still kudos to both teams, in fact, right? And despite Chelsea going down with 10 men, that was a harsh challenge lah. That
Yeah.
was indeed a harsh challenge. So, but that's what that's what
And
kind of like.
they've been missing their best player of the season so far, Casado. So for the next 3 games.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this I don't know what the impact. I mean, people say Cole Palmer is their best player. I agree, but I think Casado is wow.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Shariff,
Yeah.
you have a point or two to highlight?
I think it's an irony. I do not want to name or point anything, right? It's an irony for Arsenal fan to say that the referee was a little bit unsided or siding Chelsea, but it was Chelsea who got the red card. So I couldn't comprehend.
Yeah. Every week the referee is deciding someone lah.
Yeah. For me, at
Isn't
least
this an obvious thing? So
yeah, this is my side. I'm not a referee, but I do see certain referee, especially in big games, they tend to set the tone. So that is why sometimes we see a little of, or maybe inconsistencies, right? Some referee in a big game, they allow harsh tackles, they allow those two. You see all
Yep.
those like Kuhan was saying, the glory days of MU and Arsenal.
MU.
Now maybe
Not MU and Arsenal. The glory days of MU with one particular referee lah. Let's put it on record lah.
No.
I think
I mean, we're saying, right, how Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane loggerheads and then all those stuff and everything. If now we are seeing maybe 3 or 4 red cards in a single game,
3 or 4 red cards, yeah, for sure.
Correct.
Yep,
But
exactly.
but perhaps during that time, the referee will understand, and maybe it's a British referee. Okay, it's normal to go hard in tackle, but now I see there are referee who like to set the tone. Okay, I do not want any harsh tackles. Please consider your tackles and so on. And I do believe that normally referees set the tone before the match when they speak to the captains, right? And this was also if I remember, was it the Netherlands, and I forgot the game. Was it the Netherlands and Spain, right? And also Netherlands and Argentina as well. And the referee did say that, why there was almost like 8 yellow cards or 2 red cards, right, in the game, right? It's because he really said that during the he wants a clean game. He does not want any harsh tackles. If he say if it's 50-50, do not go in, something like that, right? So it's a benefit of doubt, right? But I think if you want to go into into an argument saying the game was set up for Chelsea to win, I think that's a little bit outdated.
Yes. I mean, one thing I know about modern referees is they do their homework a lot more. They know what
Exactly.
kind of players will do what. So they can guess actually if you are a diver, if you are a complainer, and all these things.
So yeah, I know. So that was a bit of refereeing, and of course, based on comments that was received. Yeah. So guys, moving on. So of course, Sharif, you did speak about. You did speak about, no, I mean, you guys were speaking of, glory days of Man United and all that. So of course, it's not. It's days. Hopefully,
Glory
good
days already,
days,
yeah.
but not glory yet. So, so not yet glory. Yeah. So yeah.
That
So
one would never come anymore, lah. That days will never come anymore. Lah. Let
Will
me
lah,
break
will.
it
Maybe,
back to you.
maybe
Will
after
will
30
never come anymore. Lah.
maybe when we grow
But of
old
course,
Never
and grey,
ever.
yeah.
so but of course,
No, you guys will be long dead in your graves. Those still won't come. Also.
I'll make sure I haunt you, Kuhan.
Oh, no
so
way.
but of course, speaking
Yeah.
of Man United, I mean, it's a decent win. I'm not saying it was. Do I dare say nervy? Do I dare say a tale of two halves? If I'm being, I mean, that's just my view on it, right? Palace, Palace loses. I mean, no, sorry, I rephrase that. United ends their home run, their home winning run or something like that, right? So score line was 2-1. I'm not sure what Sharif make of the game. I do have a bit of here and there where I felt like, okay, yeah, lucky to win. I'm not sure, but Sharif, take us through, man. Your findings.
I actually want to hear yours first.
Hey,
But
you
No,
go first.
you want to hear yours
You want to
first.
hear
You
yours
start. You start.
Every time I start first, I hosting the show.
okay, to be honest, it is a very, very good win. I mean, it's really, really hard to win with Palace, especially at Selhurst Park right now, right?
Yep.
Big teams came in and couldn't win and lost, right? Um, I would say the game won by MU clearly because it was clear cut because it was fatigue, right? The Palace, I think, starting from minute 40
Mm-hmm.
minutes and above, it looks like they are kind of not in the game anymore, right? That
Mm-hmm.
shows that you can have the skills, the talent, the strategy, but
Squat that.
correct. But then
Yep.
if you don't have the fitness and also this energy, to
Mhm.
play the whole 90 minutes with intensity,
Yep.
Premier League will eat you up, right? And and
Mm-hmm.
and and clearly, at least Man United turned up. At least I felt.
Mm-hmm.
But in the other way, I don't feel it's like a like a different performance compared to the Everton
Yep.
game and also with
Mm-hmm.
Forest game, right? I felt again moments FC, Matt. To be really honest, it's still
Yep.
moments.
Mm-hmm.
There's no I'm still couldn't see a pattern of play compared to Palace. Palace, you could see a pattern of play, but they could
Mm-hmm.
not maintain the pattern of play because of, like
They
I
couldn't
mentioned,
finish it, lah. The first half,
exactly.
Yeah.
Mateta.
If they finish it
Exactly.
Yeah.
well, and if they had players running into the box correctly,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it will be a different conversation over here. And Ruben Amorim did
Yep.
admit that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looked Man United looked better because
Mm-hmm.
they were playing a tired Palace, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Palace is tired.
Yeah. So for me,
Even Ismail Sarr also couldn't. He got injured, I think, halfway.
yeah,
And
Mateta
yeah,
also was not
fatigue.
that. Yeah,
Mateta was sluggish. Like
correct.
it's like so yeah. The penalty was good. He scored from a penalty
2 times, right?
And yeah, we were
two
speaking of
times.
refereeing just now.
Mm.
What did you make of that retaking of the penalty,
No,
Sharif?
because it's a double touch.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yes,
agree as well.
You have to take.
How?
Okay,
Why?
okay.
Why do you
No, no,
feel?
no. No,
What happened?
no, no. I mean,
He did not touch.
I don't know when they
Touch, double touch, double touch.
there was a double touch. I don't know
Was
because
double
I'm
touch. Yeah.
even when they obviously the replay and all that stuff when the slow motion, so it felt like double touch, man. That one. So, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
since you guys said it, yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, so hence the retake. But obviously Mateta scores it. Yeah. So yeah, go on, Sharif. Yeah, I know I just cut you all off when it came to refereeing
No, no,
any
no, no.
like, but
I also want to hear. What do you feel, Matt? So
okay,
go on.
so I for me, right, it's I did mention initially, the tale of two halves, right?
Mm.
Um I think the reaction came in from United at the second half. Hence, I think I echo what you mentioned, Sharif. Playing a tired Palace, right?
Mm.
So despite going behind in the first half, yeah, Euro, he had to tackle in that manner. So, I mean, again, it is what it is, right? So, but of course, I think United did show some degree of composure and also pretty good intensity as well after the break. So, moments, where they pressed high, kept Palace, pressure them in certain manners and, and to exploit certain spaces where eventually led to two great assists by Bruno Fernandes. And Joshua Zirkzee's goal, man. I did that break the law of physics?
Where
I
did that
don't
came
know,
from?
but it's exactly
Mm.
that tight corner, no, and for a keeper like Dean Henderson to let that go, I was like, wow, okay, I
Off
was like
pace
quite
lah.
amazed. Yeah, exactly, and I was amazed with that goal, right? But that's again moments lah.
Moments I
Will
see.
this be?
Yeah.
Will this be the
MU's
only?
winning. I mean, I think I agree with. I see based on the conversation with you guys and what I
Mhm,
saw, MU
mhm.
is good in moments. If they
Yes,
take the moments, they can
Correct.
score. But when they
yes.
don't take the moments, they get beaten.
Exactly, they get
Exactly.
beaten, right? So that's
Yeah.
so of course that obviously kudos to Zirkzee, right? Despite questioning wow how he scored that goal and all, I think kudos to him ending his long goal drought, right? Very good finish, and of course Mason Mount's shot, what
Pandai lah.
a strike,
It
what
was
a strike!
a good.
Really, I think it was a
It was
brilliant strike.
it was a smart
It
free
was
kick.
Yeah, it
intelligent.
was.
Yes, correct. It was
It was.
intelligent.
Intelligent, yeah.
I agree, right? So I think
It's a
the
I
Mason
have a
Mount thing, lah.
question though.
yeah.
Why no one slept at the wall?
Because again, I think
There was no
yeah,
sleeping,
exactly. I think it was something that perhaps maybe they really thought that Bruno is going to take it, and this is again my personal opinion.
Okay. But
My
still,
personal
normally they have it, right?
yeah, and this is the second
Normally,
my personal
they,
opinion. I think they are not scared with MU with set pieces or anything, right? So
Yes.
it was
I
really
mean, come on
unexpected.
lah.
Mm. It was really
Yeah, but still,
unexpected.
you must have someone. Or maybe they are so tired they forgot to put someone down there.
Come on, let's be honest, Kuhan. Did you expect that the ball of Bruno will pass to Mason Mount like that? No.
Well, you can
No,
even ask. I think you can even ask me that, right? I I wasn't
Correct.
expecting that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
So if we are Crystal Palace players, this one Bruno going to say part this Bruno going
Eh.
to take it, or he's going to pump into I don't know, no Delete or Harry Maguire if Harry Maguire is playing, right? But
Correct.
yeah,
But the sad thing about this game is it was pretty clear that even after they conceded the
Second goal.
second goal for MU,
Mhm.
they couldn't do much actually.
True.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like they
and-
wanted the game to be over. It's like I think it's too much on them, the 3 games in a week thing.
Yeah, I can agree lah.
And sadly, there's also nothing much that United could do as well. To be really honest, let's be honest, right? Besides those 2 goals, what the other chances that
not much.
that
No.
nothing.
exactly
I mean,
except the early minutes, the Casemiro almost ate into it. That's it. So that's
yeah.
why that's why you justify it's really you could
It's
see the ball.
episodic lah. MU in moments lah, just in moments
Correct,
lah.
correct.
Actually, it's like there's no difference when you're watching the full game and watching the highlights because the highlights will show that moments.
Yes. You and you could see Palace had better chances, right?
Yeah. They were creating
Compared-
in the beginning at least. Yeah.
Yes. But I do feel after Glasner did his substitution, 78 minutes onwards, it was balanced. And I do see a certain dangerous chances and what do you call that?
But it was
movement.
not clear cut chances and it was not great. It was not. You know that Palace was going to lose the game the moment the MU's goal enter. It's either they take the lead, they score the second goal. That's how you win, or if you equalize and then you wait, the game gets dragged on.
Yeah, because I think statistically also, right? The statistics as well. I think total shots were equal on total shots
No,
taken.
your XG.
The XGs and all that stuff, right? They were a bit higher.
More.
I think they were a bit.
It's supposed
Yeah,
to be
they
a
were
draw
slightly
game,
more,
actually.
but
Yeah, there you
Expected
go.
a
There
draw.
you go. So
Yeah.
for me, I got to say this. If I'm not holding my heart dick to to be excited. Oh, we win one with Palace, but because this is what MU does, right?
Yep.
They win games that they couldn't win, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then they lose the games that they should win, right?
Winnable
Or
game.
draw, or
Exactly.
they drop. Yeah,
Exactly.
But
the
this is not a
winnable game.
winnable game. This is not a winnable game.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's goes back with Liverpool. Yeah, it was not a winnable game, but then they won, and then they start to
Mm-hmm.
draw, and
I
then
mean,
lost.
who would have
Yes.
thought Liverpool was that bad?
You know, and
Come on, lah.
I also have a question. Did MU play on 1st December? No, right? They play on November, right?
Yeah.
30th November,
Yeah.
20th
Why?
November. So okay, so they still have
Matters,
one quota more for December because it seems for 1 year under Ruben Amorim they only win once
Mm-hmm.
per month. So it's like a unified subscription, bro. You have to renew every month.
So they December got one more lah.
got one more
December
lah.
ada quota lagi, bro. Maybe it rules everything.
So
And then let's see lah
so
how it goes.
speaking of
That's why I asked. The MU played November or December because if they played December, then dah habis quota. So MU fans,
belum.
you can sleep
Ah,
and hope for January.
because that quota they won was 30th November. So still November.
So that's
So-
November. So
speaking
so
of-
got something for MUTV to create goal of the month, player of the month, Mount will get, and all those stuff. And then December, then people will vote everything. I know I'm being a very very critic over here, but it's fed up, man.
You
It's
are
fed
being
up.
a terrible MU fan. Man. People are gonna hate you.
People are thinking,
People are
bro,
gonna
this
hate you
guy
for it."
MU ke, or I don't know, Wimbledon ke, or Wrexham ke
Wimbledon.
apa, but
I mean, to be fair, there are very few. I think among my friends, many of them MU fans, they don't watch anymore. They jagana.
Jagana or pray lah,
They
or
have better
pray.
things to do. They have better things to do lah.
Exactly. That's why. To be honest, I stopped watching United game in the early morning, even though when they are playing in the Europa League. I did not. I was not watching live when they beat Lyon because again, it's the same thing. You beat Lyon and then you lose the final. You see, you beat Liverpool and then you lose with Everton. You played well with Arsenal and then you
Yeah.
lose with Grimsby. It's always that way. It's always that.
Yeah.
It's
So
always
like
that.
hence
So
like you were saying lah. It's like hence you were saying
Any
right.
chance you
Winnable
guys
games they go and draw or
will
lose.
retire from watching football?
What?
no
what-
lah.
no.
I mean,
I
mean-
just
No.
one thing to know, man, because I know there are people who stop watching it completely. It's like, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it defines what football is for you. If some people feel football is only for me watching Man United or Liverpool or
a
your
lot of
one
them
man
are like that.
yeah, which is majority of them are like that, right? And I do get as
Yep.
well. But I do appreciate football. I do watch. I got to be honest. I do watch City's football. I do watch Liverpool football during club because they play beautiful football. They play really
They
good
play
football.
well. They play
Oh, I
well.
agree.
Yeah.
I
They
agree.
play well.
Yeah, I did that.
And
Yep,
this is
same.
something that I felt it's a loss if you don't if you don't don't acknowledge this, right? The Barcelona, even though I hate the tiki taka with Pep and everything, but I still want to watch because it's so beautiful. It's different.
Yeah.
And now I'm also
Exactly.
seeing Chelsea 3-4-3 as well, right? And also
Yep,
Crystal
yep,
Palace
yep.
as well. So
So
but the only thing
yeah.
is sad is that I do not I already get annoyed when watching MU. I do not know about you, Matt.
Well, it gets annoying, obviously, but then, but again, right? I mean, give credit when due. Obviously, there were a lot of nervy moments, and I thought that
it's a good win. Yeah.
it was a good win now overall.
Yeah,
I think it was
it's
fine,
points,
right?
man. It's fine.
Yeah, yes, 3 points. That's
Let
fine,
it be
right?
fair, lah. The win of this Crystal Palace game will justify for the next 3 games if they could win, right? Then we'll say
Because
this is
yeah,
a very good win. But if they are going to go
Yes.
on a draw and then a loss again, then there's no point getting
yeah, you're
this
right.
surprising point because this has been a record with Man United under Ruben Amorim, right? We play
Yep,
well in
yep.
Arsenal, and then people thought, we are going to make into Europe, and then the performance with Grimsby, right? And then they played, they built up, and then they
Exactly.
lost with Brentford, and then with Liverpool,
Correct.
and then
That's
and then
true.
it's a cycle. I mean, let's be fair, lah, guys. Again, I'm not a person
You're
who's
not
going to
allowed to
cross.
rant. They won.
I'm not a person, but I feel Ruben Amorim is very, 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 very lucky to have Ineos as the owner, because if
They have no
not-
choice. They have backed
exactly,
him up.
exactly,
They
They
yeah,
have
wanted and
to. They
everything. They
have
have
to.
to.
they
Yeah.
have
I mean,
to
this
back
is
him up.
corporate culture at the highest
Yes,
level.
they have
You
to.
maintain
Yes,
your
yes,
fat and
they
everything,
have to
right?
back,
So yeah.
because tell me lah, which manager can survive after a year only 12 wins?
Yeah. I
After
agree.
a
Yeah,
I
year,
agree.
that's true
12
now.
wins. That's not
Mm-hmm.
a European, or that's not a team that you want to build on. 12
Mm-hmm.
wins. I mean, oh my
And
god.
they are not.
A
They are not.
year,
They
no.
don't. They don't have. Also, they are using the same players. They are buying like big players, and they are doing that again. That same. They are not starting from somewhere where you bring a bunch of youth players.
But not
Some.
really, lah.
I
You see
agree. I agree.
I
I
mean,
agree.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But then,
I mean, the last few transfers were all big players, right? I mean,
If you look back,
Cunha, Bemo.
oh,
yeah,
okay, lah. Big to a certain extent. I mean, they were Premier League proven players,
I
right?
think
But
Yeah, I
the
mean,
I
upcoming
think what
ones are
Kuhan is
all.
telling is that the MU is still taking
You mean
buying players to fit into the system that they have. And
yes?
I kind
yeah,
of
and
agree.
big players.
Yeah, and I kind of agree. I think you got to, if Ineos is serious, right? If Ineos is serious in rebuilding Man
Mm-hmm.
United, they got to read all of these players, including Bruno Casemiro. I've been saying many
But
many
that
times.
that does you can't do that in a team actually.
You can do in the face, because we seen. Okay,
Yeah,
I got to apologize because I'm going to the glory days. You seen with Alex Ferguson doing that as well. You seen that with Pep Guardiola with his Barcelona. He got rid of
Mm-hmm.
Eto'o. He got rid of Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
no, but not at one
He got
go.
rid exactly faces. Yaya Toure. I mean, when
Yeah.
Pep
So
But
got rid Yaya
to be
Toure, people were thinking, "Are you mad?" Right? And then he
but
brought in
I
Sergi
mean,
Busquets.
Yaya Toure was playing centre back for Barcelona. So
Yes,
when he moved to City, he was like the heartbeat of the team. But the thing is that you can do that with good teams, good players. I mean, like your team is good, you can dismantle us. Like what Liverpool did. See
mm-hmm.
who they sold everywhere. They sold Diaz to Bayern Munich. They sold number of players to
Mm-hmm.
big teams. You can sell those players because they were good players, good team. MU is not that. I mean, who's the best MU player that everyone wants to buy? I think
Bruno.
okay lah, Bruno, but that also
Casemiro.
Saudi club only can buy him.
Go ahead and sell. Go ahead and sell. And
Casemiro is gonna go where?
Saudi wants Casemiro.
But I
Yeah.
Ronaldo,
don't think that one fits
you
his lifestyle.
But but I think in all fairness, right?
maybe go back to
But I think in
Flamengo.
all fairness, I never know,
Maybe.
right? So, but again, right? I mean, yeah, I agree when you say it's phases. They can't just like, oh, warehouse sale, right? But of course, there's
Exactly. Yeah.
reports from reports from ESPN came that but United can go ahead and sell as many as 11 players, right?
Go
And a lot
ahead.
of
Show.
other,
Don't talk.
yeah, exactly. So
All I hear is in your saying,
correct.
"Oh, I'm gonna sell
It's
this. I'm
all-
gonna sell that." Go ahead. Go ahead. And
Correct.
it need to
And
need to happen. It need to happen. We cannot be so nostalgic. Oh, this
Mhm.
guy has assist 300 goals, or 300. Oh, this
Yeah.
guy has played with us 5.
Mhm.
Guys, we
Hence,
got. I
yep.
don't want to say use the word got rid, but we let players move
Mhm.
on. Paul Ince move on. Oh my God, the name is not Bruce. What is it? Steve Bruce move on,
Steve
right?
Bruce, yeah.
Steve Bruce move on,
Yep.
and then even the goalkeeper move on. So and then new youth player comes, and then people were saying that you could not win anything with youth team, right? Same goes to Pep as well. When he brought in Pedro. When he brought in Sergi
Mhm.
Busquets. When he brought in even Victor Valdez, and then he
Yep.
brought in back Piqué as well. Piqué couldn't make it to the
Mhm.
first team for Man United. Who thought that
Yep.
he
Yeah,
could play in
couldn't.
Barcelona, right? Exactly. So this, if
Maybe
not
because
serious,
it's like tempat asal usul. They like this, so you give everything.
maybe. But yeah, you could see Pedro cannot replicate his form in Chelsea, right? So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, true is right. But yeah, again, it's phases. Let's wait, right? I mean, the reports were out. Let's wait and see what happens. Either the upcoming transfer, the mid-season transfer, or let's see where United finishes at the end of the season, right? So, but of course, now addressing to the fans, what did you make of the match between Crystal Palace and United? As usual, do your thing. Drop us your comments. Let us know your thoughts and let us know what did you make of the game. And we are looking forward to it, right? We are looking forward to see. Perhaps we have missed out some stuff that we may have or may not have covered. So let us know your thoughts as well. And speaking of speaking of quotas, so United has who tomorrow morning. United will be
West Ham.
playing West Ham United. Yeah, they are playing West Ham. So drop us your predictions as well. Let us know what would you be expecting in the upcoming match, between United
May I
and
ask
West Ham.
something? If you remember last time when we started and then we predicted, I think was it like until Everton, right? The points, right?
Yes.
You
I
predicted
think
12, I predicted 9. So where we are right now?
yes. Ooh, good
Better
question.
than that, I think.
I need to backtrack that one. So
Better than that lah.
but of course I think it's I think I'm the closest. I think I'm the
So-
closest.
Nine
so-
is relegation form.
So
Yeah, but yeah.
MU score more points than 12 points.
I think it scored more. Yeah. So I mean, of
More,
course,
yeah.
apologies to the viewers as well. Yes, thanks for bringing up Sharif. I am yet to calculate how many that I predicted. But of course, in total, this was the game after Burnley, right? So from Burnley onwards, I have to calculate 10 games after Burnley. Then and I predicted 12. Sharif predicted 9. Kuhan, don't laugh, Kuhan. You predicted total 18 points for Newcastle, no? I
Let's
don't know
cap
where
it.
you are
Newcastle
standing
got 18?
now.
18 lah. Now I
So-
think it's
so-
18 or 19 ni.
No, from the time we
From
asked
the
you
time-
that and you
Oh,
went from
Until Everton.
So
Mm.
no. But Kuhan's one is I think slightly after Everton. So jangan
Okay.
ketawa ya Kuhan. You
Wait,
tunggu
jangan
you
ketawa was
punya
a good
nanti.
show back in 90s.
No.
I know it's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good show.
So yeah, that shows how old we are, man. Bloody hell. So right, guys. So guys, moving on, right? The moment we have been waiting for, great win from Newcastle against Everton. Yeah,
Ah,
you see, we
let's hear Abang
United
PSR.
lost against Everton, but now we leave it to Abang
what,
PSR,
moments also?
Abang XG.
Abang
6-7.
PSR, Abang SG. Tu Abang ranting.
Abang ranting.
Abang ranting.
Abang ranting.
Ini Abang host. Ini
Abang host.
Abang host. So, Bang, take
Go
us
ahead,
through,
go
man,
ahead.
your take on the Newcastle and Everton game. I know it was an away game. Great scoreline, yeah, brilliant scoreline. But tell us, man, what did you make of it, Kuhan?
Anyway, the game was a brilliant game. Newcastle were at it. I think they scored the fastest goal in the Premier League this season. With the set piece. The set piece is a lot like Arsenal, how they run, from one side, they go into the center.
Yep.
And Newcastle were just, brilliant that game. The away game was supposed to be, how to say, we need to break the duck, and we did that. I think the last away game we won was in January, I think, against Leicester.
Right.
So this was a good game, especially. I think the best part is about Jordan Pickford, because Jordan Pickford always, he annoys all the Newcastle fans because he's Mackem. He's a former Sunderland player, so it was really good that he let in some silly goals, and also Aaron Ramsdale started in front of the goal.
Yep.
And you could see immediately the defense were very comfortable with him, with the ball. And I think one of the goals he was very quick to pass the ball to one of the wingers to a midfielder, I can't remember who, and then to Ilanga, and Ilanga to Walter Mada. It was so quick, the transition. And did you see Walter Mada's goals?
No, sorry, I I did not.
Like I
I
say,
did not see the goal.
MU fan, we praying.
Okay lah, tengoklah highlight lain kali.
Ah.
So anyway, he doesn't score goals. He only scores special goals. So please go and watch it. He lobs against the keeper. The fullbacks were incredible as usual. So yeah, I think it was a good win. I thought that the season was great, and then The match before that, I think, was another away match which I want to cover. This is Champions League against
Yep.
against who?
Masih.
Against yes.
We don't watch Champions League also.
we got
True
Man,
lah.
Man United
I think
not
I
in
forgot the
Champions League. We
song
don't
also.
watch.
MU not in Champions League. Champions League don't exist.
Yeah, sleep is better.
So the match against Marseille, they lost.
But
Again, taking Newcastle are losing games when they are, but they're taking the lead, They're not losing games. They're being like beaten coming from behind from other teams. So this game was the same. Abu Mayang, Nick Pope did I'm sure you guys didn't watch the highlights for this as well, right?
Not
yeah,
yet, not yet. I
Nick
watched
Pope
a
became
bit
like
only.
left
I
back. I
watched.
know. I saw that.
Oh my god, Nick Pope did oh my
And
god.
then and then he barked. The Tyrannosaurus meme was
He
going
wants
on, man.
to how to say to scare the Abu Mayang lah, and Abu Mayang come on lah, he's like the superstar old striker,
Mhm.
and
Someone
it's
from
just that
Gabon.
you make yep.
Gabon. Yeah,
So
from Gabon Island.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
always
so
was
Yeah.
on with
any
Lions
other
and
player.
everything, right? So I don't know.
So I mean, Newcastle started well in the first half for that match. They took the early lead. They were in control of the match, and one mistake just shattered the team completely. And then they went and won the game. So it was important that they win against Everton. Everton is not an easy place to go. I mean, I would say Goodison Park, but the Hill Dickinson Stadium is not an easy place to go. So
Yep,
it was good. They got the 3 points. Yeah,
But
and then but go on.
no, but yeah, oh god, but what
There's no
happened to
but.
your
There's
season?
no but.
But last morning something happened, Kuhan.
Oh my god! Again, last morning again lah. So I woke up to watch the match.
Yes.
Oh,
As
did you?
usual.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Did
I
you?
mean,
Not bad.
like
Not
all
bad.
MU fans who watch their matches at 4 o'clock. So
No,
now it's our
I
turn
know.
lah,
I
kan?
know.
So
So
woke
go
up to
ahead.
watch the match. It was good. I mean, because to be fair, I can't remember when's the last time Tottenham ever beat us. It's like we have been hammering them big time, like every season
Hammering.
in, season out, home and away. I mean, the records are there. I mean, 5-1, 4-0. It's
Yep.
like almost since Eddie Howe taken. I mean, not even Eddie Howe. I go way behind. I remember Newcastle were relegated. Then they had one match to play. They beat Spurs 5-0.
Yes.
So
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, you see, I mean, so
Yep.
Spurs is always for the taking lah. I mean, like always.
Except for MU lah. MU cannot win with Spurs for final, huh, man.
Oh, cannot. Because United will make them look all world class. So
Yeah. You know.
Hey, but that match, Postecoglou changed his tactics. That's why they won.
Okay, go on. But
Yeah.
I want to hear what happened with Spurs and Newcastle. What happened to your left back who were brilliant? Did Aaron Ramsdale play
your-
for Spurs?
Aaron Ramsdale, you see, both the goals Spurs scored. Spurs were not playing well. I mean, the Newcastle's, I think Newcastle's XG was quite high actually. Newcastle's XG was 2 and Spurs was 0.71, you know. So you could see the
okay.
difference. Newcastle they had 19 shots and total of 7 shots on target versus Tottenham 8 shots versus 2. So Spurs were chasing the game. Newcastle were on the front, playing well, doing well and
Yep.
everything. They didn't score early. So Spurs did well in containing Newcastle to a certain extent, except for when Bruno Guimaraes was also he was in the sub bench. So it was okay. The game was good. I thought we were going to win and everything, but it's just that again, I think Aaron Ramsdale is. If that was Nick Pope, I think he would have saved both the goals.
What?
Wow.
Hold on, I cannot brain. What? You cannot have two keepers in a game.
Go and see. This is the problem, the conundrum for a Newcastle fan. We want Aaron Ramsdale to immediately start off the play, comfortable with the leg and pass and all. See, he does brilliant. We could see this game in, game out when he is playing. But when come to the clear shot stopping ability, point blank saves, Nick Pope is the man.
I've been saying Nick Pope is a better keeper. Except the Tyrannosaurus move.
That is, he shouldn't have come out. Malik Chia was also like, why are you coming out? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, why are you
god.
coming out? So
Hey bro,
anyway,
ada
so
ada kat
from
sini.
Man City win, then
Yeah.
lose to Champions League to Marseille, then win against Everton away,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
then draw. So you can see like how our season is going. Exciting
So
times.
is
Yeah.
Newcastle United and Man United Moment FC?
No, Newcastle is far superior than MU.
Far
Hey,
superior. Where
abang.
are you in the table right now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, watch the game. Watch the game. Watch the game. You will not. It is
I
not the
agree lah. I agree
moment
lah.
thing. Yeah, watch the game. I mean, yes, they are not used to having this 3 game per week kind of
Yep.
week. But then Newcastle is. I mean, though the table says that MU is higher up there, I think Newcastle they won, they'd be in 7th place right now.
Mm-hmm.
So but I think when it comes to gameplay, Newcastle are one of the few teams which are playing. They can play on their day.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
know.
So I mean, this. Yeah.
I
I.
agree, Kuhan, but it feels like I think now it's like what 19 games today or sorry, it's
Mm,
13 games, right?
no.
Yep.
13 games.
13.
14 for Newcastle, but it looks like very hard for them to come out from bottom 10 and I know
But
they
you
it
look the points different as not so much actually.
true lah,
The
true.
first the. I mean, but to be
Yeah.
fair, I mean, what would a fan, a Newcastle fan, expect from this team?
I don't know what do you have you were saying in Europe back again, right? Or
Yeah,
top
we are
two?
in Europe. We are in all the
No, no, I
cups.
mean
We are still alive in all the cups. So
I mean, oh, okay, yeah, you were saying that you guys will play Europe based on your cup progress, right? But from the Premier League, where do you feel that
no,
Newcastle
I
will end up?
didn't. I said that is a possibility, but the Premier League also can change because
Okay.
Newcastle have been showing times where in the last few seasons where they have runs of successes.
I
Mm.
mean,
So
put it.
they
No, no, no. Go on, go on, go on.
Amorim.
No, no, no. Go on, go on, go on. I just no, no. I was saying go on, go on.
So I think for Newcastle, the season is going to be mixed. That is clear.
Mm.
I mean, I never thought they would beat Man City. I mean,
Mhm.
it was not and that win against Man City was not a snatch and hit and snatch.
Correct, correct,
Mhm,
correct, correct.
mhm,
A
mhm.
snatch and
Yep.
run. It was not a hit. That was a proper
Smash
win.
and grab. You mean?
Smash and grab. Hit and smash.
Yes, hit and run.
Hit and run. Hit and run. So I
Yeah,
mean, they can play well actually on their day and win convincingly. But
but
you see, again, they are conceding all these last minute goals.
Mm.
95th,
Is it focus
99.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
mental
man. That,
maybe I think it's tactical.
tactical? Mm.
Yeah,
but
because I think he likes bringing an extra defender. Like he likes playing the 3 center backs, add one more defender. And what happens is like I think Jamie Redknapp or someone was telling that when you bring an extra defender, you increase the collision among people, more people, when the cross coming in. So
mhm,
this is the problem. And this one, and you can see both the goals are coming from set plays actually. Romero scoring is all about collisions and all these things.
yep.
So this is probably something he has to look at on not bringing the third defender inside when you want to defend a set piece. I think they should just you're already winning. I think that I don't know. Maybe like play more aggressively or hold the ball better. Let's see.
Kill the
Mhm.
game, kill the
But
game,
then,
yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
score more. That's the best, right?
So, but of course,
I
Sharif,
see.
you were.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Go on, go on, go on.
No, I think this is my personal opinion, and maybe I also want to hear both of you guys. So I think um perhaps this 3 games per week, and then with the Champions League and the Premier League as well, if Eddie Howe and Newcastle could able to how do I say, to survive it, then I believe again Newcastle is progressing to a top four or to a bigger team, right? Because we see a lot of these teams like Brighton, like
Mhm,
Spurs, like
mhm.
even Aston Villa. They had a very good run in the Premier League, and but then once they qualify to the Europe, either it's Champions League, the Europa League, or the Conference League, that's where it shows the disparity of a standard, right? They couldn't cope it playing games more than once per week, right? So
I think Spurs were okay. I think
no,
Spurs was
only with
okay under
what
Pochettino.
is name? The guy
Pochettino.
Pochettino. Other than that, they
Pochettino, yeah.
couldn't go far. They even knocked out
No,
from
even before that they
maybe.
were okay, right? Then later on they were up and down.
Okay,
Yeah,
at least
I,
that's where
So
I see Spurs. I only see Spurs was good with Pochettino, and that's where
yeah.
Pochettino was one of the greatest manager because he brought them to the final.
in almost lah.
It's always the
But
almost.
I feel that Newcastle will be a work as long as there is yeah, Abang PSR coming. As PSR, Newcastle cannot be competing as soon as they can actually. This is how it's gonna be like.
Yep, yep,
I
yep,
They
yep.
think
will
That's
be
true.
competitive. They will be good, and then
mm,
they have a slow and a season. Then they'll be better.
yeah.
So
Mm,
it depends also on the team. You see, the team is also the squad is also evolving. Newcastle is now only. I mean, I've never seen. I've always seen Bruno Gomes play in almost all the time. Maybe in
mhm,
some early stage cup matches he won't play, but then
Mm,
this time he was in the sub bench.
mm,
yep.
So that means the squad depth is being used now, and I don't know
Correct.
whether they know how to use the squad depth or not.
mm,
So in
Mhm.
terms of experience, so I think maybe Eddie Howe and his whole coaching staff, they don't have that,
yes.
the continental experience.
That's
They're only having it with
yeah.
Newcastle.
That's where
Yeah.
I'm coming from. Yeah, I think it's a learning process for both Eddie Howe and
Mm.
Newcastle, right? And if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
could
yeah,
go
yeah.
through and figure this out, then it's like a step up to the current. Because
Yep.
clearly, I agree with you. I mean, I know the table. I was just try to provoke. I know that the table the points is very close and clearly
But then the
if
answer was direct. Right? We are a superior team than MU.
superior, bro, lah.
Superior. How- how-
Superior, superior, no lah,
superior.
bro.
Far superior.
Superior is a
Far
big word,
superior.
no, but it's okay. But it's okay
But
lah. I mean,
I would
I
say
mean, I'm
Newcastle
talking
has
about when I
a
take
way
when
of playing lah. Right? Newcastle have a way
no, I
of
mean
playing.
Newcastle has an identity. They can play. So
Identity,
in that
yes,
sense,
correct,
yes,
correct, correct.
yeah.
And
I
and
mean,
and
that's
yep.
and,
what
and
I
the
mean by superior.
superior. Okay, got it. And
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
agree. Sorry, go ahead.
when compared to MU stature as well and everything, no, Newcastle is not a big club. So let's put
Mhm.
it to rest. MU is a
Yep.
far bigger club. MU is a far superior club in terms of stature and history. But in terms of identity, Newcastle is
Correct. In
superior
terms of progress,
as of
yes, as
now.
a football club,
As
I
of
agree.
now.
I agree. I agree.
In terms of
All right.
progress, and they are a formidable team actually. So that's it. I mean, they
Mm.
will give you a good game.
All
True.
right. So,
Why am I
but of
defending
course,
them actually? You guys are putting me on the spot, man.
okay. I mean,
When
we
that's far
may have put
superior,
each
not
other
enough. Far superior. That is far
far
fetched.
superior.
That was
So
far.
now this one, so this discussion and debate is between us, but I want to hear from the fans lah, and to all United and I mean both the United teams, yeah, Newcastle and Man United as well. Far superior or not close
Superior.
enough?
Or
Let us know your
deluxe
thoughts.
superior.
I
Or
ask
the
you a question. Okay, I ask you all a question. Simple question.
Okay.
go ahead.
Point blank. Would you like Eddie Howe to be coaching MU right now?
I would prefer Eddie Howe with Dan Ashworth, to be really, really honest.
No. Just an answer.
If it's
Just one.
only
Don't give just Eddie Howe or Ruben Amorim. Simple.
no.
I will say it now, Ruben Amorim. Even though he lose,
Really?
even though he win one game per month.
Really?
Yes. Because
You guys are
Yep.
kidding me,
I'll still
man.
say I will still say no. I will still say no.
Why?
why?
Wait. Now I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Club stature, United is more superior. Can Eddie Howe manage a club as big as United? Hence, I say no.
But Amorim
Because
also
he had a
can.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But
Amorim
again,
also can.
yeah, but
That's
you
why
still
I think
again you
Shariff
still
answer is better.
No.
but
That's no better.
that's
Good.
why I will still say that's why I will still stick. Of course, I will agree with Sharif when stick to Amorim for now. But again, if you want to like okay, if now you want straight Eddie Howe to take on the helmet United, no, we have Amorim. Let him be there first.
No,
until
I mean this is a hype.
until
I'm not asking you all it is not a question where Amorim is under, he's under
Under
pressure
scrutiny
or
or what?
not.
No, he's
But
not.
now,
I
when
mean,
you compare both managers, it's, you guys
I
want
will
Oliver
stick to.
Glasner, man, who just won the FA Cup.
No,
I didn't
no,
say
no.
that, huh?
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
We never
You
said
didn't
that.
say that. The media
No.
was going with that.
If media is media, that is why I like to bring the Fulham City topic. If media was writing or City is back, but then what 4-5, media is media. They like to write articles. Okay, let me see why at the moment, why I feel Ruben Amorim it's actually no one can can work with Ineos except for Ruben Amorim. And one thing that I can give credit to Ruben Amorim is that he answers the press conference like a United fan. He did not
Spot on.
he's not sugarcoating.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
not
He
I
doesn't.
I
Yeah.
really having a tough time
with
accepting
MU
this
fans.
answer. Yeah, I mean, like, you guys are being comfortable with failure,
No.
man.
Hold on.
Ah.
But saying
The
that, saying,
Lulu. This is the
no,
Lulu.
no,
This is the Lulu.
because Kuhan, let's be fair. Let's be fair. If you've been Pep Guardiola also to Man United, Pep Guardiola will not survive at Man United. So that there's the issue
But
with Man United is not the manager. Clearly, it shows clearly it's not about the manager. It's the club
Yep.
itself. I've been saying
I
many
know,
times.
I know. I don't want to talk about that. We have covered that a lot actually. But my point is that when you compare coach to coach,
Mm.
I think Amorim is way more experienced in European football compared to Eddie Howe.
Correct.
But Eddie Howe, I think, is much more experienced in the English league. That is what I think he would do well in MU in that sense.
Yes, I
You
agree.
understand where I'm
Yeah.
coming from?
I agree.
So
Yeah.
that's why.
Agree.
So
It's like getting
when
Mboimo and Cunha. Why didn't get English Premier League proven manager to manage MU? I get it.
correct. So this is where I think I will say that MU. I mean, we won't know this hypothetical whether he'll do better or not because I think Eddie Howe is. I think he would. I don't know whether he'll take a United-like job. I think he'll be most likely for England job. I think that depends whether they win the next World Cup or not. If they win the World Cup, he won't take the job. I think.
I
Yep.
have a very nice scenario, right? Kuhan and Matt. Maybe have you heard the latest Ole Gunnar Solskjaer interview with BBC?
Oh yes,
So
with BBC.
okay.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
So this is the best
Please
part.
update me. Please tell me what happened.
Okay. So this is the best part, right? Why Ruben Amorim? I will not say the best, but why Eddie Howe will not survive. I think United was with Everton when Carlos Ancelotti was the manager for Everton, right? And Carlos Ancelotti was was at
Carlo.
Carlo
Carlo.
and
Don Carlo.
Don Carlo, sorry.
Don Carlo.
Carlo Ancelotti
Don
was at
Carlo.
the at the tactical area, and he's
Yes.
getting closer towards the United
Ollies.
area,
Yeah.
right? So Ole overheard the fourth official saying, "Carlo, get back, or do you want to be the United manager? Right? If you want to go there, then you have to be the United manager." Guess what Carlo Ancelotti said?
I know
He
the
said yes,
answer. I
He
know
said
the
no,
answer, but
too
because I
much
watched
pressure.
too much
He
pressure.
said that.
Hey,
Yeah.
come
Don
on
Carlo.
lah. Compared to Real Madrid,
Yes,
He actually said that.
Kuhan, that's
that means they know lah. They know basically lah.
yes. It's like
They
how do
know.
I say this? Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Confirm kena ban.
Okay, so okay, cut this. It's like everyone knows. It's like it's so easy for you to f up rather to it's like this too is if you're going to make MU back greater, then you are going to be the legendary best manager in a century. I tell you lah.
Mhm.
But the risk is so big because the pressure
Yep.
is so you're not handling pressure with only the club, with the media, with the fans, with the players, with the what they call that, with the ex players, right? With
Yep.
the board, with the owners, and then now
Former
you're confused.
manager. And with Shariff as well.
And with yes, exactly. With this type of people, with all those Mark Goldbridge, your Steve Houseman, and also the pressure is immense. Man.
Hausen.
Hausen, I don't know lah because he's goofy.
Oh my
Right?
God, we are forgetting names. We are missing out on phrases.
So you
Cat
imagine
and-
the pressure from United fans until salah sebut nama so.
Nampak the pressure, bro.
but I
Pressure,
think-
bro.
pressure.
I think United would do well with a British manager.
Well,
You see why I disagree.
With-
Again, I say it's not.
No.
it's
I mean, I understand you would disagree with me, but why I say that is that it's simply that no foreign managers has done well for United.
Okay, that is history lah. But that also happened to be the
History
history
lah,
of
historically
Liverpool.
lah.
Liverpool as well. When Klopp came in, he was the one or
Rafa
maybe
was
not
before.
correct. Where the Liverpool fan
Gerrard
also was
Houllier.
questioning. Yes, Liverpool fan was questioning. I mean, we why we are bringing non-British and they are more the how do I say British type or
More
you
British.
need a
Yep.
Liverpool person from British to play. But again, it's not the manager issue. For me, it's so clear. It's so clear right now. It's a club issue, right? The club needs to sort it
It's a
out.
club
And
issue
Amorim
lah.
did mention that when Ronaldo mentioned about all the stuff and everything, and I really like how Amorim handled it. Ronaldo need to just to move on, right? Because what they are doing, okay, I agree there are changes. There are players who are moving out that should not be played, like Rashford, like Anthony, right? I know people will, why you are sending Rashford and everything. We have to move on. But that effort need to go through again, And then get in coaches as well. I really like the someone was saying the one of the assistant manager was coming up with the set piece coaching as well, right? So bring in and I did rant a couple episodes ago where I was comparing Arsenal and Man United, right? And what Arteta did to change the club mentality. And it's not only him. When he came in and then the new CEO came in, the new CEO said that's
Yeah,
it.
they gel together, yes.
Exactly. The new CEO said that's it. This is no more a fourth place European club team. We are aiming for the title, right? And the players they brought
Yeah,
in, the back coaches that they brought in, right? They support Arteta. So it's like okay.
But
You know,
the fans were not comfortable at all with him,
agree
Only now
for-
the Arsenal fan, Arteta
exactly.
Reddy is like that. They
Agree.
Arsenal and fan,
Agree.
they're all very happy. I mean, the last 4 seasons, I think they were not happy with him.
I agree.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it might be the same as well because that is why I kinda also pity Arteta as well. I clearly that he's going to win the league, but you just have to give the time. You have to give the time.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's too soon
when you are
lah.
giving the time
After
to a
Christmas,
manager who's
after
winning.
Christmas lah. After
Ah.
Christmas lah.
Ah.
We have to know the Christmas champions apa.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I just feel that it's going to be the same script if Arsenal don't win the league this year, which is going to be a huge surprise. But
Yeah.
but clearly
You'll be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's on them actually to lose the title because City is rebuilding. Liverpool
all the
is
teams are rebuilding except
adapting.
Arsenal.
All Liverpool is adapting.
Adapting.
Chelsea,
Liverpool is transitioning.
No, adapting. New players kena adapt. Kena adapt. So of course they will always ignore the comment on Sunderland lah, which has 24 new players and they have fully adapted.
So all right. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that's true lah. But anyway, of course.
But that was a good question, Kuhan. That was a good question.
Yeah, but yeah, agree. I agree with that. It's a very good question. But again, of course, addressing to the fans once again. Yeah, I know earlier, so I addressed to the fans. Now again, one more time, I address to the fans. What did you make of Kuhan's question? Do drop us your
Oh, the
comments.
Eddie Howe question. Boleh lah.
So do drop
Boleh,
us your comments. Let us know your thoughts. If and if you have things to debate about, we look forward to hear from you as well. Yeah. So of course, guys, last one to just quickly cover in respects of time. Erling Haaland he joins the 100 club.
Broke Shearer's record as well.
Yeah,
In
yeah, yeah.
110 games, man. Wow.
Yes, in 110 games. Bloody hell. What a player, man. Really, what a
I
player,
mean,
man.
he did it for Manchester City, which is already a great team. Alan Shearer was coming from, Blackburn, which won one
Yes. Hey,
title,
but that's
and
that's
Newcastle United, which never won anything ever. So I don't know.
yeah.
You,
124
how you
matches.
want to? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Alan Shearer took 124 matches. He took
Yeah,
111.
yeah. I mean, you are comparing like anak kayangan pergi international school menang debate dalam bahasa Inggeris dengan budak budak sekolah kampung. So I love the analogy.
But I see where you're coming from, Kuhan. I really get it. But there's also an advantage for Alan Shearer to play in a kampung type, anak kampung, because you are the only one. It's like when Percy with Man United, right? They don't have any
Yep.
other strikers. Ferguson say, whatever you do, give the ball to that guy, and I believe that's what Newcastle was
But
playing.
I mean,
Yep.
I also think that Haaland, who was Haaland's closest competitor for golden boot, the
Mo
golden ball,
Mo
golden
Salah,
ball.
Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, correct. But you see, in
Hmm.
Shearer's time, he had Thierry Henry, he has Anelka, he has Ian Wright,
In
banyak
Dwight
lagi
York.
Michael Owen. I mean, I'm talking about all these players are strikers, pure
Hmm.
strikers.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
Haaland is, he's competing against a winger.
I I I
You
I
faham tak?
I faham, faham. But for me, there's two sided of the coins lah. To be honest, I think, of course, I agree that Haaland has an advantage playing with City. They have proper team,
Yeah, from the very
proper
beginning.
yeah,
He
and then
never entered. He never come to Southampton. Scored like 20 goals. He never come to Southampton.
but
He
but
came
it
to City.
but he did play for RB Leipzig and scoring like nobody's business, right?
But they are
Oh
not in the
yes.
Premier League. They are
I
not in
know
the Premier
lah,
League.
Premier League lah. Premier
but
League.
but
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 Premier League
clearly
lah.
but again,
he's
right?
a goal scoring machine. I
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
of
Yep.
course, of course.
the way he bends and everything,
The
right?
thing is that I think he broke the record fair and square. But then we
Yep.
have to put the context there that he came
Okay
to a
lah.
very good City side, and then
Yes.
the
Have to lah,
person
yeah.
before him had to compete with all this one, because I don't like saying, oh, this guy is better because of this, like that, because life is unfair and we need to address that
Mm,
most of the time.
mm.
Why is it unfair for some people to go better?
I
So,
think
but yeah, of course, speaking. Yeah.
I,
Say. Go ahead.
I think as the modern football goes, right, it always fair to, like last time, I do not know, Pele scored only 70 goals only, right? Maybe he said they
Yeah.
scored almost 1,000 goals, maybe I mean, rest, what do you call that, rest in peace for his soul, right? But clearly you could see last time when he reached 70 or 80 goals, he's like, wow, this is the best time. But I think this is the evolution of football as well, right? The
No,
way.
but yeah, I agree with Pele's time lah. But when you compare just the Premier League, I think it's modern times today. I think it's modern times today. I
Shearer
mean,
But
belum
okay,
lagi
you tell
bro.
me, okay,
Shearer masih lagi cross.
no, no, no,
And then,
no, okay, I tell you, do you think the current the MU prime MU do you think will be competitive in the current league? I think yes.
correct. Yes, I agree.
Correct. If you agree with that,
Mhm,
then
mhm,
in this last Premier League from 1992 until now, we would say this is modern football already. But if you go
mm.
before that, before 1889 or before that all, the football was very different. Then I
Yep.
agree lah, the game was different.
Okay.
Pele was good for his time and everything lah.
Okay. Why I agree, and but also I see in a different way, Kuhan, because
Mm.
the character players that the prime MU had, right? It's again, you don't need all this stuff, right? You need a good manager, you need a good what they call that, a good template of playing identity, and you need the players as well, because the players are going to execute 90 minutes in the field. And clearly the prime MU that you are referring to did adapt to these changes as well, from 4-4-2 to Mourinho 4-3-3, and then to Barcelona
Yeah,
4-3-3.
yeah, they
And that
played all.
and that is where I feel the modern football started from, when 4-3-3, and then it enters to the Pep Guardiola age.
Okay. I think modern football started when 4-2-2, when Sachi brought in that system. Actually, it was there from 1990s onward. Italia 90, I think. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
when modern football started. I mean, this is where I refer to. That's why it's nice. Okay. People say that Ronaldo and Messi are the greatest player ever to
Yeah.
live. Yeah,
Because
true. But
goals, yeah, goals and assists, yeah. Yeah.
which clubs they were playing for and which
Mm.
league they were playing for, all this matter lah.
Understand.
So yeah, I mean, Shearer and Haaland competition. Yes, Haaland incredible feat. But then we have to give the context there, right, to make sense of it.
Cool. But then,
But I want to
yeah, I
touch
mean, that was just, yeah.
I mean, almost lost to the game 5-4, man. What a game, man.
Yeah,
Good.
what a game.
Kuhan, did you watch maybe the highlights or something?
Nope, nothing. I was because the game was playing. I cannot watch two games at a time.
Yeah, right.
How can I watch two games at a time?
So I watched the highlight and clearly I think
Can you run
City,
through the game a bit? I know they were leading.
yeah, they were leading
Yeah.
and clearly I think it was not City like where they suddenly lose their head. Clearly and that's what Pep Guardiola also was saying as well, right? He really did not like after they concede the five or the second goal from
4.
Fulham.
On the
Second
second
goal.
goal onwards, yep.
Yeah, second goal on Fulham, and he did mention this, right? The players were not listening to him. So maybe
Yeah.
it's a translation. It's not directly, but I feel the players were not calm and composed enough
Yep.
to still be in discipline of their match preparation. They suddenly be, oh my god, what's happening, and you know, and started
Mm-hmm.
funneling goals and everything, and luckily, man, because it was just enough. Not if the game have
Concede one
extended
more.
another 5 to 10 minutes,
Yeah.
will be a different
Oh,
game because
I
they
think they would have drew. Yeah.
maybe won also as well because it's like
Maybe
seriously
even
like
won, yeah.
City is it's like what you were saying, Kuhan. What was his name? Looking at Nick Pope running. What was his name? The left back name. It was like that. The City players were just looking at each other like, "Hey, bro, what's happening, man? Guys, everyone was like
Yep,
that."
yep. Correct.
Maybe they don't have their senior composed players like the senior figures. I think Bernardo Silva is the oldest player. I think that.
I
Yeah,
think so,
yeah.
yeah. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Gundo.
this is what
Well,
happens,
Gundo is
lah.
still there? No, he's left.
Bruno is not
Yeah.
there.
No, Gundo left, I think.
Yeah,
No,
Gundo
I
is
think
left, yeah.
when you don't have that senior players, which I mean, you look teams which capitalize on older players in their team, although they're not playing. For example, well, let me get this right. Brentford had Jordan Henderson, and Liverpool had James Milner before.
No, yes,
City
yes.
also had their older guns and everything. I think these players really have a positive mentality when it comes to guiding the younger generation of players lah. So I mean, this thing can work badly as well lah. Like MU have older players who are also not so you know not very positive to the club at that time. So like so yeah, so that is that as well. On the other hand, MU had Cristiano Ronaldo, which is like a super professional, and no one picked up and learned. So maybe it's just the current generation of players, which are Gen Ys who are coming in, which the managers need to cope with and handle them as well.
I think not really Y lah, more towards the Gen Z.
Sorry,
already
Gen
lah.
Z, Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen
Gen
Y
Y,
dah jadi
we all.
manager.
Gen Y
Yeah.
jadi manager. Correct.
Jadi manager.
Yes.
So correct lah. The Gen Z actually is now we have to see lah
Yes.
how they are coping with social media and what they think. And I mean, like coming back to the debate lah, they'll say that we are better than the previous players. Like Haaland is better than Shearer, Ian Wright, and all these things.
Yep.
So a lot of people this kind of mentality. So I don't know how maybe that's the problem why City is losing it lah a bit.
True. But ultimately, what that I would say, if you want to classify nervy win, I think this game was
That is a nervy
very,
win.
very
That is a nervy
nervy.
win.
Yes. And
Pep
but
did
I mean
mention that in his
overall,
press conference as well, right?
yeah. He was saying what that he laughed about it. He said he lost his hair.
Yeah.
I think that was funny lah. That was a funny comment he put there lah. But of course,
And he
overall,
was giving the stick to the media as well. How you guys can change the headline as well,
Narratives.
right?
yeah, change the
Narrative, yes,
narrative and all. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But then, but of course, I mean, yeah, I mean, overall, what a win, obviously from City and shocking for Fulham. I mean, it looked like they were, it looked
They
like they were
almost
gonna
did
come
it,
back.
eh?
Yeah, they almost,
Mm.
yeah. So I mean, I gotta give credit to them. But those were just some of our talking points to the fans, to the viewers out there who are tuned in. Of course, we would like to hear your thoughts and your comments. So of course, the usual stuff. Do drop us your comments and your thoughts on the match between Fulham and City. Let us know what you think. And finally, we have reached the end of the show. And for those who are new, the usual or tired already. So, but of course, to
MU
all those
menang
who
so
are
got
new to
renting
this
ah.
channel, normal lah. We know so must say something,
Abang
but
ranting.
Abang ranting. Bukan
of course,
ranting.
ranting. So yeah, so of course, yeah. So to those who are still, to those who are new, the usual stuff. Do hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you stay tuned to every week of banters, ranting, on topics
XGs.
on a bit of PSR, XG, and
Teamwork.
and of course, last but not least, this is Matt signing out as your host from Bollock Studios. Joining me in our respective remote studios, Kuhan and Sharif. Of course, we are missing Kugan and Kevin, but stay tuned, guys. So we will be definitely including them in time to come as well. So this is us signing out until the next episode. Peace out.
Bye.